When families gather for the holidays, they often plan fun activities to create memories together. For the Jones family, the plan was to explore Nutty Putty Cave, a small but challenging cave near Salt Lake City in Utah. They had no idea that this adventure would become a tragedy that would forever change their lives. John Edward Jones was excited to spend the holiday with his family. A 26-year-old medical student, he had explored caves before, along with his brother Josh, during their youth. Although John's caving adventures had slowed in recent years because of school, marriage, and a 1-year-old daughter, he considered himself experienced and capable of navigating the cave safely.
The group planned a day of hiking and exploring Nutty Putty, a cave often considered suitable for beginners. While the main areas were interesting and manageable, the cave also had sections that were known to be difficult, including the birth canal and the aorta crawl. These passages were narrow, tight, and required skill and flexibility. Over the years, many cavers had gotten stuck in these challenging squeezes, which is why the cave had implemented a permit system requiring at least 2 experienced cavers per group. On November 24, 2009, John's pregnant wife Emily stayed home with their daughter, Lizzie. John, Josh, and a group of 9 friends began exploring the main sections of the cave. Eventually, John and Josh decided to attempt the more challenging passages, curious about the birth canal. This tunnel was long and narrow, with a particularly tight squeeze near the end. Experienced cavers knew that the passage could be panic-inducing, requiring careful, deliberate movement to navigate safely. John and Josh entered the passage on the left side, crawling through tight spaces that forced them to twist and turn their bodies in several orientations. The narrow tunnels were unforgiving, and only small, flexible cavers had successfully made it through certain sections before. The area known as the corkscrew demanded extreme care. Misjudging any movement could result in becoming stuck.
As John progressed, he reached a ledge where the passage angled sharply downward. Unlike previous cavers, John, who stood 6 feet tall and weighed 200 pounds, could not turn around in the narrow space. He pressed forward, believing that there was an opening ahead. He was now head first, nearly upside down, sliding into uncharted territory that no one else had traversed. His brother Josh followed cautiously, but feet first, reaching the spot where John had wedged himself in. John was trapped at a 70-degree angle in a fissure just 18 inches by 10 inches with only minimal space to move. His arms were pinned, his chest compressed, and gravity worked relentlessly against him. He tried to push himself upward, but each effort only caused him to settle deeper into the hole. Josh quickly realized that this was a serious situation. They attempted to pull John out, but the narrow passage made it nearly impossible to apply leverage. After several failed attempts, Josh left to get professional help, leaving John to focus on staying calm and breathing as best as possible. Other friends kept him company, talking to him to maintain his composure. By the early hours of the next morning, rescue teams had arrived. Susie Mata, one of the rescuers, made her way into the corkscrew section to reach John. At 5 feet 3 inches tall, she could navigate the tight tunnel more easily, but progress was slow. Ropes and pulley systems were brought in to attempt to lift John, but friction and the cave's narrowness complicated every movement. John remained trapped upside down for hours. The physical toll on his body was immense. Blood pooled in his head, oxygen levels dropped, and toxins began accumulating because his organs could not function properly in the inverted position. His breathing grew shallow and laborious, and exhaustion overtook him. Throughout the ordeal, he remained conscious and sought comfort in prayer, singing hymns to maintain hope. Rescue efforts continued through the day. Each attempt to maneuver John through the tunnel was painstakingly slow, requiring multiple rescuers to move in shifts. His legs, arms, and torso were completely immobilized, and attempts to use ropes for leverage were met with limited success. At one point, a pulley system failed, injuring one of the rescuers, Ryan, and leaving John back where he started, penned and unresponsive. Despite the heroic efforts of family and rescuers, John could no longer assist in his own extraction. His father, Dave, tried to help, but the task was impossible without John's movement. Every attempt to free him put both rescuers and John at risk. The physical limitations of the human body in such an inverted and compressed position meant that no method could safely extract him. By late morning on November 25th, a medical professional confirmed what rescuers had feared. John Edward Jones had passed away
after enduring approximately 27 hours trapped upside down. His survival had far exceeded expectations, but ultimately, the body could not withstand the prolonged stress.
The Nutty Putty Cave tragedy became a sobering lesson for cavers everywhere. The 6 rescuers who reached John displayed extraordinary courage, working tirelessly in dangerous, unmapped passages to attempt an impossible rescue. Their dedication and composure saved lives in other situations and prevented further tragedy. Following John's death, Nutty Putty Cave was permanently closed, and the fissure where he became trapped was sealed with concrete. A plaque was placed to commemorate his life and the heroic efforts of all involved. John Edward Jones's story is remembered as both a cautionary tale and a testament to human courage, reminding adventurers everywhere to respect nature's dangers, prepare thoroughly, and prioritize safety above all.